Hey guys and girls, this is Alish from gainmedialab.com. Welcome to my exciting world of live audio mixing. In this episode, we take a look at the Behringer Wing console. The band that I'm working with as a monitoring engineer, Siddhartha, it has upgraded their X32 console to the Behringer Wing. And I've been programming this console for the past few days, getting to know it, trying to figure out, what sound I can get from it, and what are the functionalities that I need for our show that I need to program into the console. There's one specific thing that I wanted to show you on this console, but before we get into that, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and if you find any of the information useful, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the upcoming content. With all this out of the way, let's just dive in. So with this new console comes a set of new demands and new wishes, if you want, of what we want this console to do and how to operate it as a monitoring console. The band has 5 stereo IEM mixes, but on this console, which has more buses that I can use, more input channels that I can use, I've programmed a few additional things to our original setup. I've added a Q tech communication IEM bus mix, and this Q communication bus mix allows me to set up my own bus, my own mix, which I can listen to throughout the entire show, really get used to it, and then know from that particular sound whether or not something is off. So I don't need to constantly be listening to the lead singer's IEM or the guitarist or the keyboard player's IEM mix. I can stick to my own mix and figure out things from there, which is also then routed to a specific body pack channel that we are using for communication with technicians on stage. So we have a keyboard tech and a drum tech and a bass tech that I want to communicate with. Up until this point, we didn't have this option, so we were using hand gestures and signals and mobile phones, and we were texting and using apps. But from this console on, we've decided to add 2 additional talkback microphones on the stage, and of course also incorporate the communication from front of house so that everybody can talk to everybody within this communication hub. Since the Behringer Wing does not have the option of patching the output from the monitor bus or the Q bus directly into a matrix and then adding, let's say, groups or specific channels to that matrix to listen to that matrix through the body pack, we have to get a bit creative. There is, however, one function that I've found very useful. And if we go into the monitoring page, you can see that on this monitoring page, you have the ability to listen to specific sources. And these specific sources are 4 main buses and then also the matrix buses. So what I've done is I've created a tech comms mains bus. So bus main 4 is now tech communications bus, and this bus is what I'm listening to as a monitoring A source. The second function here is the so-called source mix, and it allows me to take this main or whatever source I'm choosing from this menu and then add it to whatever I'm listening to through my Q bus, through my monitoring bus. So quite simply, I have my inputs that are my local inputs on the console, and I also have the channel from front of house, then their talkback microphone also routed to this console, and all of them are being sent to the main bus. So this main bus 4 that is used for tech comms is the one that is receiving channels from the techs on stage and from the front of house talkback. That main bus is, like I said, then routed as a source mix on the monitor A. So what this allows me to do is to listen to whatever I'm listening to on the solo bus and still have that communication channels come on top of that. So let's listen to how that sounds. I'm just going to play a bit of music through my virtual sound check. And you can basically hear what I'm hearing in my in-ears. And if I take this input microphone and talk through it, you can listen to that input from stage above the solo channel that I'm listening to. So it doesn't matter which IEM I'm listening to, this always comes on top. So this functionality is something that I've been really looking forward to programming into my workflow, and it just makes a better communication for everybody on stage and makes our show much more reliable. We can talk to each other momentarily during the shows, and we are all listening to the same cue. So this is the mix that everybody's listening to. It's my mix that I'm listening to, that I have created, is not dependent on anything that is being done, let's say, to lead singers, IEM, if I'm changing their levels or whatever it is. This is just a separate mix that the techs on stage are getting into their ears so that they can also hear, let's say, if a guitar is being cut out, or if there's like noise on the bass guitar or whatever. So I have my microphone connected to this monitoring mixer, front of house microphone, and then their microphones from the stage as well, all get combined into this separate bus, and then everybody gets to hear everybody talking. Hopefully, Behringer Wing will get the functionality of routing this Q bus or this monitoring bus, however you want to call it, into the matrix directly, like let's say other manufacturers and consoles do, like Digico, Allen and Heath, Avid on their S6L consoles, all have that functionality, and I hope it gets implemented very soon. I hope you find this information useful for your workflow. Let me know in the comments below if there's a functionality on the Behringer Wing that you want me to talk about or that you find particularly useful. While you're doing that, you can also share this video with everybody that you feel might benefit from it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the following video. Take care, mix great shows. Bye.